Good morning, boys and girls. Today is Thursday, May 28th, 2020 or 2020. And yesterday we talked about living and non-living things, and I read a story, and we found out that living things need water, air, and food to grow, and they also grow and change. Okay, so food, water, shelter, air, and they grow and change. Non-living things don't need food or air or water or shelter, and they don't grow and they don't change. So as a review, I showed you some pictures of things, living things, people, living things, trees. That's a really big tree. That's a living thing. A dog is a living thing. A fish is a living thing. A sunflower is a living thing. And then we're back to the humans again. All living things need food, water, air. Most things need shelter, and they grow and they change. Now, non-living things. Cars. Cars don't need any of those things, right? Shoes. A chair. Bicycles. And yummy ice cream. All of these things are non-living. They don't need food or water or air. They don't grow and they don't change. So for example, these are flowers, right? Very pretty, but they're not real flowers. I don't have to water these flowers. I don't have to make sure they get sunlight. I don't have to make sure they get plant food. I just get to look at them, and they're always going to stay exactly this way. They're not going to change. They're not going to get taller. They're not going to change. Now, our sunflowers, these are alive. Okay? And they have started to grow and they have started to change, and they're going to keep growing and keep changing. They need water and air and food. They make their own food in there. And then remember those cool roots I showed you? Look at how long they're getting. Now, yesterday, Mr. Puma and I went to the plant store and we got a beautiful hydrangea plant. And it's got lots of big blue flowers on it. And we're gonna plant that outside. So when we get ready to plant it, I'll show you what it looks like. So when I plant that big, beautiful bush outside, I'm gonna try and plant my sunflower seeds too. Never actually planted them in the ground, so we're gonna see how they come out. But when I take them outside to plant them, I will definitely show you. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about something that all living things need, and that is shelter. Shelter is a place where you can stay warm and dry and safe. Okay? Animals need shelter and people need shelter. So this is a story called Castles, Caves, and Honeycombs. It's by Linda Ashman, illustrated by Lauren Stringer. Many places make a home, a heap of twigs, a honeycomb. See? It's a cute little animal in there sleeping away. And bees like to live in a honeycomb. And look, there's a bear. I don't know if you can see him because it's kind of dark. He's eating the honey. So lots of things can make a home. A pile of twigs, a honeycomb, a castle with a tower or two, an eyrie with a bird's eye view. Okay, so there's a castle where people can live and pets. And this is an eyrie. This is like a place that's very high up that birds can live in. They build a nest on it. A silky web, a sandy dune. So you've got spiders, you've got crabs. A chamber, ooh, I missed a page. A room inside a warm cocoon. That is a huge cocoon. And boys and girls, we talked about the life cycle of a butterfly, so we know that that's what's going to come out of this giant cocoon. A chamber in a snowy mound, a busy town beneath the ground. Okay. There's some bears because they hibernate in the winter. Some cute little furry gophers under there. A silent cave, a secret den. Ooh, there's a whole bunch of bats in there. And it looks like maybe some wolves in there. A warren in a grassy glen. Look at those cute little babies in there. Aw, they like to burrow in. A sloping cliff above the shore, a hole beneath the kitchen floor. There's a little mouse in there. A rocky pit, an armor case, because a turtle has its own shelter. Isn't that amazing? It can just pull its little body in there like Andy does, and the shell protects it. It has its own shelter. Very cool. A shell that's carried place to place. See, a snail's shell, and that's where a snail's shelter is. A hollow space inside a tree, a tidal pool beside the sea. See, little birds in there. And there's a little pool, and there's a starfish in there, right? Because the water is a home for fish. A home's a house, a den, a nest. So all of these different things are shelters and homes for different kinds of creatures. A place to play, a place to rest. Look at all those squirrels in the tree. There's some owls maybe in there, some cute little owls. A place to share, a place to hug. Look at, even little ants have a home. They make a shelter, right? In the ground. There's a raccoon in this tree log, so isn't that amazing? A tree log can be a shelter or a home. A home is someplace safe and snug. And there is a house where humans and pets live. So living things need shelter to stay safe and dry and warm. And there you have it, boys and girls. All living things need shelter. All right, well, I hope you have a great rest of your Thursday, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, which is, yay, Friday. Anyway, boys and girls, have a good day. I miss you, and I hope to see you soon. See ya.